Welcome you all in the lecture number 11 of Engineering Mathematics MTL 1025. In this lecture, we will going to discuss concavity and convexity of the curve, example related to concavity and convexity, point of inflection, singular point and multiple point. Right? See, what is concavity or convexity of the curve? A given curve is represented by some function, right? Whether y is equal to fx or z is equal to function of xy, or in two variable function fxy is equal to 0, right? Y is equal to fx or fxy equal to 0. A given curve is represented by the function is said to be concave upward, where the derivative f dash is increasing function, and concave downward, the derivative f dash is the decreasing function. See the shape. This is concave upward and this one is concave downward. Concave downward. Okay. The given function, suppose this is the function y is equal to fx. This curve represents the function y is equal to fx, is concave upward if the derivative of f is the increasing function. For example, this point slope is this, and is at this point the slope is this, and at this point the slope is this. Okay, here this slope, this slope, and this slope. This slope is increasing function, right? And for concave downward, this point, this is the slope, and at this point this is the slope, and at this point this is the slope. Okay, for concave downward, the derivative f dash is the decreasing function, right? For concave upward, f dash is increasing, f dash is increasing function. For concave downward, f dash is decreasing function. Okay, then function y is equal to fx is concave up if the derivative is increasing, and concave downward if the derivative is decreasing, right? And for y is equal to fx, if f dash is equal to 0, f dash x is equal to 0, then it is the point of maxima or minima. Okay, now concavity or convexity, we check this property by the second derivative of the function. If y is equal to fx is a function is given, this function is increasing or decreasing by looking the sign of its derivative, right? If y is equal to f of x, see the second derivative f dash x, and if it is concave upward, then this second derivative is greater than 0, and if it is concave downward, then this is less than 0, right? And if f double dash x is equal to 0, then it is point of inflection, right? See the graph. In this type of graph, this is the point. Okay, this is the point P. This portion is concave downward. Concave downward. Okay, and this one is concave upward, and this point P, from where the position is changing from concave downward to concave upward, or vice versa, concave upward to concave downward. This type of point is known as POI, point of inflection, right? This is point of inflection. Now, then y is equal to fx, this is the curve, and evaluate the double derivative at the point. If at that point double derivative is greater than 0, then it is concave upward. If double derivative x is less than 0, then it is concave downward, and if the double derivative is 0 at that point, then this point is known as point of inflection, but the condition is that third derivative at this point does not equal to 0. Okay, later on we will see one example. Then again see, this is concave upward, function is concave upward if its double derivative at that point is greater than 0. This function is concave downward if double derivative at that point is less than 0, and point of inflection if double derivative of the function at that point equal to 0, but the condition is that triple derivative of the function at that point, this is triple derivative of the function at that point does not equal to 0. Okay, this is x not 0. See the example. Point of inflection. For the given curve, y is equal to x cube 3ax square. Right? See, what is dy by dx? Dy by dx is equal to 3x square minus 6ax. Okay, this thing. Now, this dy by dx is equal to 0. Then x equal to 0 or 2a. Okay. Then, what is d2y by dx2? d2y by dx2 is equal to 6x minus 6a. Okay. Then this d2y by dx2 at the point x equal to 0, this is minus 6a. This second derivative of the function is less than 0. So, at the point x equal to 0, the curve is concave downward. Okay. And d2y by dx2 as x is equal to 2a. Okay. This is 6a. Then the function is concave upward since this derivative is greater than 0, and here assume that a is greater than 0. In this equation of curve a is greater than 0, it is given. And if d2y by dx2 equal to 0, this implies that x is equal to a. And what is third derivative? Third derivative is 6, that is not 0, not equal to 0. Then this x is equal to a is POI, point of inflection. Okay. See the tracing of curve. Trace the given curve x cube minus 3ax square. Now we already discussed about the curve tracing, and these all these properties, symmetry, origin, intercept, asymptotes, right? What is the region, and what is the sign of first derivative and second derivative, right? All these things we already discussed in previous lecture, but concavity and convexity not discussed. Now see here, this curve is symmetric. This curve is symmetric whether it is any even power in x and y. No, then this curve is not symmetric about the any axis, x axis or y axis. Okay. Now this curve is not symmetric about the y is equal to x, since if we replace y by x and x by y, then curves equation of curve will be changed, right? So this is not symmetric about the line y equal to x. Now y is equal to minus x, if we replace y is equal to minus x, then this curve of equation is not changed. This curve of equation is changed, then this is not symmetric about the y is equal to minus x. Okay, not symmetric about the origin also. If we replace x by minus x and y by minus y, then equation of curve will change. Now this is not symmetric, right? This there no symmetry. Origin, this curve passes through the origin, since 0 0 satisfy this equation. Okay, since 0 0 satisfy this equation, therefore this curve passes through the origin. Intercept, where it intercept the x-axis and y-axis. Where it intercept the x-axis, putting y is equal to 0. If we put y is equal to 0, then what we obtain? X is equal to 0 and x equal to 3a. Okay, x equal to 0 and x equal to 3a. Then what is the point? 0 0 and 3a 0. These 2 points where the curve touches or crosses the x-axis, right? Asymptotes. Is there any asymptotes? You can easily verify from the previous lecture of asymptotes. There is no asymptotes of this curve, right? No asymptotes, either rectangular or oblique asymptotes. This curve does not containing any asymptotes. Then what is the concavity and convexity? We already discussed. X is equal to 2a is concave point. X equal to 0, concave downward. This is concave upward. Just in previous example, right? And x is equal to a is point of inflection. Okay? X is equal to a is point of inflection. These three things we already seen in previous example. Okay, now verify what is the region. What is the region? Now check x from minus infinity to infinity. This y is defined. Y is equal to x cube minus 3ax square. For all the values of x from minus infinity to infinity, y is valid, right? Y gives a real number. Therefore, y is defined for all x from minus infinity to infinity. And what is the sign of the derivative? See, sign of the derivative in the interval minus infinity to 0. For minus infinity to 0, this thing. From minus infinity to 0, check y is less than 0. Okay. And the point xy lies on the third quadrant and first derivative is greater than 0, right? It means it is increasing. It is increasing behavior. Now 0 to 2a is the region 0 to 2a. 0 to 2a, by putting the point from 0 to 2a, we can see that y is less than 0 and it lies in fourth quadrant, and sign of derivative y is less than 0, right? It means it is decreasing. From 0 to 2a it is decreasing. Similarly, from 2a to 3a, y is less than 0 and y dash is greater than 0. This is increasing. Okay. And from 3a to x, y is greater than 0 lying in first quadrant and y dash is greater than 0. Sorry, y dash is less than 0. Y dash is less than 0 and this is decreasing. Okay. Then see the curve 0 0. Okay. 2a 0, 3a 0. Curve touches the axis at 0 0, x-axis at 0 0 and 3a 0. Okay. From minus infinity to 0, this curve is increasing. Okay, you can verify that this is increasing. And 0 to 2a it is decreasing. And 2a to 3a it is increasing, right? And 3a to infinity Oh, sorry, this thing is greater than 0. 3a to infinity is greater than 0, and this one is not decreasing, it is increasing. Okay, this is increasing. Okay, then this is the curve. Y is equal to x cube minus 3ax square. Now, see the second example. Trace another curve, x cube plus y cube minus 3axy equal to 0. Right? This curve is not symmetric about x-axis or y-axis. Why? Since it does not containing even power of x and y. Right? Second, if we interchange x by y, x and y we interchange, then what is the equation? Y cube x cube minus 3ayx is equal to 0. It means no change in the equation. It means this curve is symmetric about line y is equal to x. Okay, y equal to x, this curve is symmetric. Since 0 0 satisfy the curve, therefore curve passes through the origin. Okay, then what is the tangent at the origin? See, the tangent at the origin can be obtained by equating the coefficient of lowest degree term of x and y equal to 0. See, this is the third degree term, x cube plus y cube minus 3axy is equal to 0. Right? This is third degree term, and first degree term. Then coefficient of lowest degree of x is 1. Its coefficient is 3ay. This is equal to 0, implies that y is equal to 0. Similarly, coefficient of lowest degree term of y minus 3ax is equal to 0, implies that x is equal to 0. It means both axes, x-axis as well as y-axis, is the asymptotes at the origin. Right? Sorry, tangent at the origin is the tangent at the origin. Now, what is the intercept? Intercept we can obtain putting y is equal to x, right? So curve is symmetric about the line y is equal to x. See, y is equal to x, then x cube plus x cube minus 3ax square is equal to 0. It means 2x cube is equal to 3ax square. That is x equal to 0 and x is equal to 3a by 2. Then what is y? Y is equal to x and y equal to 0, and y is equal to x, then y is equal to 3a by 2. It means point is 0 0, 3a by 2, 3a by 2. Okay, this is the intercept. Okay, next, asymptotes. See the asymptotes. X cube plus y cube minus 3axy is equal to 0. Collect the third degree term. What is phi 3xy? Phi 3xy is x cube plus y cube. What is second degree term? Phi 2xy is 0. What is first degree term? Phi 1xy is equal to second degree term is minus 3axy. And what is first degree term? 0. Okay. This is third degree term. Now replace x by 1 and y by m in this term. Then we obtain phi 3m is equal to 1 plus m cube. Okay, 1 plus m cube. Then this 1 plus m cube gives 1 m is equal to minus 1. This is the real solution of this equation. This is the real solution, and other two are complex. Other two are complex roots. Right? We are interested only the real asymptotes, right? Not imaginary asymptotes. See? Then m is equal to -1 is the real solution. Corresponding to this, what is the c? C is equal to minus of phi 2m, that is phi 2m means minus 3a, x is 1 and y is m, minus 3am, right? And c is equal to minus of minus 3am divided by, what is c? Formula of c, minus of phi 2m divided by phi 3 dash m. Okay, then derivative of phi 3, derivative of this is 3m square, and in this equation replace m by -1. This gives c is equal to minus a. Then what is the equation? Y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx minus 1 into x minus x plus c, that is minus a. Then this is the equation. X plus y plus a is equal to 0. It means this is something like this. X by minus a plus y by minus a is equal to 0. Okay. That is, intercept on x-axis and y-axis is minus a and minus a. Okay. This asymptotes passes through these 2 points, 0 minus a and minus a 0. Okay. This is the asymptotes. And what is the derivative? Dy by dx is this, right? This dy by dx at the point 3a by 2 and 3a by 2 is minus 1. Right? It means if we draw the tangent at the point 3a by 2, 3a by 2, that is inclined at 135. This one is 135. Okay. And what is the region? Since both x, y are negative, suppose if we put x, y negative simultaneously, both are minus. For example, x is equal to -1, y equal to -2. Then this, for both x, y negative, then equation of curve is not satisfied. This type of equation be obtained. Okay. It means this curve does not lie in the third quadrant. Now see the tracing of the curve. You can also elaborate more points also on the curve. Right. See, draw the straight line x plus y plus a is equal to 0. That is, passes through the point 0 minus a and minus a0, these 2 points. This is the asymptotes of the curve. And remember that this curve does not passes through the, that does not lie in the third quadrant. So no region lie in third quadrant. No portion lie of the curve in third quadrant. Okay. Curve is symmetric about the line y is equal to x. Okay. This is the asymptotes, means this line is asymptotes. It means this curve something like this, and it passes through the origin. So this way. This curve passes through the point 3a by 2, 3a by 2. Okay. Then 0 to 3a by 2, you can join this. And in this way, since it is symmetric. So this is the, and I think this curve is known as folium. Okay. Folium. Okay. Next, what is the singular point? See, the singular point are those points at which point the behavior of curve is changing. Means a point on the curve, singular point is a point on the curve. There is only one tangent, and arc of the curve in the small neighborhood of that point is wholly on one side of the tangent. Right? That is, in general, the derivative at that point if we say that point is P, has unique value. Okay, if the point at P has, if the derivative at that point P has not unique value, means it contains two or more than two value, then this point is singular point. Okay, see again what is the definition of singular point. A point on a curve, there is a one tangent at that point, and the arc of the curve in the small neighborhood of that point is wholly on one side of the tangent, right? For example, this is point P, say, and if we draw the tangent at that point P, okay, then a small portion of this curve, see the small neighborhood of this curve, this lies on the upward side of this one. And if this is the curve, and at this point P, if we draw the tangent, then the small neighborhood of this one is the arc. This one is the arc, right? Which one? This thing. This thing is the arc. This arc is lies downward side at the point P. Okay. Then this type of point P is not singular point. But if at that point P, suppose this is the point P, and this is the curve, and this is another, and if we draw the tangent at this point, suppose this is the tangent, and this is one portion of the curve, this is second portion of the curve, then this type of point P is known as singular point. Okay, this is singular? No. This is singular? No. Right? Then see again what is the definition. A point P on the curve, there is only one tangent and arc of the curve in the small neighborhood. If you have to consider only small neighborhood of the point is wholly on one side of the tangent, right? Then this point is not singular. Then this type of point is not singular. Okay, but if the derivative at the point P has unique value, then this is not singular. But if the derivative at the point P has more than one value, it means two or more than two value, then this point is known as singular point. Okay, this point is known as singular point. That is, in short, what is the definition of singular point? A point on the curve at which curve exhibit an extraordinary behavior. Right? Here at the point P, in a small neighborhood of point P, curve lies in one direction. But in this graph at the point P, if you consider a small neighborhood of the curve, this portion is lying upward direction, and this is going in the downward direction. It means it shows multiple behavior at the point P, and this point where the curve, so at the point where the curve shows multiple behavior, this type of point is known as singular point. Okay, then this type of point is known as singular point. And what is the type of singular point? The type of singular point is point of inflection, that we already discussed. Point of inflection for the curve y is equal to fx. This is dy by dx is equal to, d2y by dx2 is equal to 0, but d3y by dx3 does not equal to 0. At which point d2y by dx2 is 0, but d3y by dx3 is not 0, this point is known as point of inflection. And multiple point, singular point are of two types, point of inflection and multiple point. Right? What is multiple point? If at a point, suppose this is the point P, Please wait 1 minute. Suppose this is the point P, this is the one branch of the curve, and this is the second branch of the curve, and this is the tangent of the curve, right, at point P, right? And suppose one branch also passes through this thing, right? Then this point P is known as multiple point. If 3 branches of the curve passes through point P, then it is known as triple point. If 2 branches of the curve which passes through point P, then it is known as double point. Okay. Then a point P on the curve which more than one branch of the curve passes is called multiple point, right? Multiple point is one kind of the singular point on the curve. Okay? A point on the curve through which 2 branches of the curve passes, it's known as double point. Okay, is known as double point. But if more than 2 branches, for example 3 branches of the curve passes, then this P is known as triple point. If R branches of the curve passes through this point P, then it is known as Rth order point, Rth order multiple point. Okay, in our syllabus only one singular point is mentioned, that is known as double point, right? Then what is, in short, what is the definition of multiple point? A point P on the curve through which more than one branch of the curve passes is known as multiple point. If 2 branches are passes, suppose this 2 branch are passes, then this P is known as double point, right? If 3 branches passes through this point, then this is known as triple point. If R branches of the curve passes through this point, then this is known as multiple point of Rth order. Okay. In next lecture, we will again revise this singular point and multiple point, right? After that, we will see what is the classification of the singular point. What is the classification of the double point? That is, what is node, what is cusp, what is conjugate point. Okay.